Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Seems like it's supposed to be normal. It's not normal for my brain.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. I feel like today has been a little bit of a topsy-turvy one. As Carrier is going to face check here. He had the sweeper, so he had the information, but not a whole lot of options. Uses the heal, uses the piercing darkness, and he gets himself out of there. Gumayusi, on the other hand, having to deal with a lot of different people. The ulti comes through, and that is going to be the execution, and that is first blood, followed swiftly.
To block some of that damage. Plus, it's almost similar to like a Draven lane where you're like, well, if I can auto you, even with my low range, I will win the trades, and he does, and he is. As Zeus with a fancy footwork here.
Yeah, able to sidestep. Sylvie's coming up, though. It's going to be a 2v2 as the equalizer sort of goes begging. An early ulti from Sylvie, but Zeus is going down low, and Mihail able to grab that kill. It's 2-0, but Sylvie will then swiftly be executed. Faker puts him in a circle. Fisher has made his way up as Faker's looking for some Qs. And I don't think Ona's getting out of this one. Faker now might be in trouble, but does have a turret there and does have to flash after bouncing back with the weirding.
Well, Fisher is, fortunately, Owner will also be taken out. So Fisher with 2 kills on this Yone very early on in the game.
Yeah, really nicely done. Gets the flash out of Faker here as well. So the mid lane could be a little bit... Even if he wasn't the guy that came up with the whole theory of gravity.
He figured out, do you think if Galileo was alive
He probably also figured it out.
Do you think he would be able to identify Nongshim and Direk spell in the standings at the exact same speed? All right, here we go.
He probably would. He's got the calculation for it. Do we have the calculations for whether or not Nongshim should go for this fight, though? That's the real question. As, all right, I think Fisher's saying yes. That's a Magnus Storm that tries to get in there. But Gumayusi's also going to be able to execute the Kai'Sa. Down goes the Rift Herald, but can they keep themselves alive in the fight? That's the question. As Faker and Fisher fighting this one out. Ona does get stunned up. That's going to stop the rest of the battle, but T1 finding a pretty good angle in that one.
Yeah, pretty nice angle there for the fight. I think we could have actually seen a very different fight had Zeus wanted to go in, but decides to let T1 clean up without him. All the time he's
trying to trip over the name Aurora. Maybe we can just call her Northern.
Sure. She's often the north side of the map right now in this meta.
Yeah. I reckon we can probably go for that one. I think we'll have the Queen of the North. That's like a Yundo suggestion, I believe.
I like that.
Love that. That's a good one. Okay.
We do have a bit of a contest over the Dragon here. Again, both top laners have teleport, but it's hard for Mihail to go because he will just get stunned by the cannon if he decides to opt in. So it's kind of a, okay, they're backing away. Maybe he will TP in. Nongshim really want this Dragon. It's Ocean and Chemtech, so the soul's going to be valuable. Here comes Jiwoo on the side.
Double teleports in as well as Jiwoo really, Faker just looking for him. You can tell what they're looking for, but there is the Dragon taken down by Ona. Circle goes down. Fisher's health bar is melted, but it's T1 that are lying on the ground. Faker taken down, and Nongshim, they wipe him all.
Oh man, this is a disaster for T1. It looked so good. The Aurora ult goes down. And they also have a pretty nice setup for the ultimate for Guma. There's just too much damage in this comp here for Nongshim. Vitals re-engage as well, very clean. And that's not only going to be the Dragon goes over, it's not the team fight win only, it's going to be the turret taken as well, and inner turret. Yeah, I'm like really struggling to get these words out here because I'm so shocked by Nongshim potentially giving us our second upset of the day here. And he just didn't have a turret there. Really good play from Sylvie on the map. I mean, if you look at Sylvie's KP this game, 7 out of 8. I mean, it's just been kind of a team effort all around, but he's been super active on the map, non-stop here, bottom lane. You know what, they are just going to start the round, because look at how much control they have. Look at T1, they can't see anything.
What are they going to be able to do? They're going to walk in over a billion different versions of vision, and they witness the fact that the Baron's going down, but it's just going to, Ona almost gets in there. The equalizer is going to stop him from getting out though, and the fate is going to be sealed. Gumayusi tried to dive in, but he's just going to get out via the death chamber. Faker now bouncing around the circle, and Fisher will fall down. Faker's still at full health, but can he actually do it? He bounces over the wall, and he'll just base gate his way to safety? I don't think so. That's going to be Sylvie finding him, and he's not able to get out enough funny business to survive. That's another ace.
That's the game, I think. That's Nongshim picking up the Baron, getting a full ace. And T1 just trickling in because they wanted to stop the Baron. They didn't have vision. They had to try to do something, but
a 7,000 gold lead and counting. It is a 4,000 gold Red Bull Baron power play. Equalizer goes down onto the turret just to buy them some space.
They do need to play really respectfully, though, of the combos Guma gets set up here. Also, Faker's ultimate is still incredibly potent, and it's on a super low cooldown.
Oh, in goes Fisher, looks for an angle, doesn't quite get it.
They're kind of tunneling on this turret. They're a little bit overextended.
Yeah, Vital is going to get picked off. Faker just puts him in the circle and executes him.
Yeah, a bit of a awkward moment here for Nongshim. The equalizer, very low value, and once that's down, T1 feel very confident to actually look for a pick there as they're a little bit split, and then they're all grouped in one lane, so there's no secondary lane pushing. You did see Mihail after the equalizer go mid, but he doesn't get any pressure done there, so they will still walk away with this Dragon. It's Hextech Soul, which is massive.
Quarter of the way ticked through, so he'll have another circle that he can put down relatively soon. All right, Sylvie, let's get onto a clone. As Owner is dashing away, Zeus looking for a little bit of an angle, but this might be the inner turret falling now for Nongshim. It's been their prize for quite some time that they've been looking for, and there it goes. Nongshim secure it.
A chance in this game, not because he's winning or he's crushing or anything, he's significantly behind, but because he's Kennen, they can set up these fights so well with a teleport flank. So, you know, Nongshim need to be really careful about clearing wards, like we saw KT do in the previous series. Mihail.
There's an equalizer. Owner does go into his Warrior Trickster, but I don't even know whether it's going to be enough. He's healed, but the Magnus Storm from Vital, and they just get into the backline and execute him. Gumayushi is real tired, and he will be taken down. The flash out from Jiwoo gets him to safety, and 2 on the floor here for T1.
Yeah, and Fisher's still pushing top side here. A lot of pressure on these inhibitor turrets now. T1 losing a lot of farm, and Fisher fishing, but isn't going to find anything.
Not quite yet. There is the flash forward from Faker, and he's just going to kill Jiwoo. Bye-bye, Jiwoo.
That was a clean play from Faker.
Yep, you're not overstepping his bounds here just a little bit, and he just pops on it.
So flashes forward so he can get the
get in the right position, yeah, so and then uses the wall to appear on the other side. Really cleanly done.
And what is that called? Is that what a Mobius is? I don't know what the term for it is when you go from one side to the other, like in Pac-Man, but there's a term for it. Someone tweeted at me or something, but he uses that really well.
Is it a Mobius? I thought that was the bad guys from Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah, that's also what it is. True.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that it can be multiple things. All right, Nongshim starting off yet another Baron, and Mihail with these harpoons able to keep Carrier at bay. This is just gone. There is nothing they can do about it. The equalizer comes in just to make sure, and there's the dash forward from Fisher. He just executes Carrier in the backline. Zeus is also going to try and do something, but he melts. And that is all of the kills, all of the time for Nongshim. More of them raining through as Gumayushi trying to dash around, but his brother will take him out of the fight. And now T1 once again, a clean ace, and Nongshim are just playing better.
Yep, they certainly are. The draft was pretty eclectic from T1. I definitely think it could have worked out, but it just got completely owned by this Rumble pick. They took the Aurora, and it'll be the first loss of Aurora here in the LCK. Nongshim with a huge upset win. If you're a T1 fan, this is not what you wanted to see on Faker's return here in Week 8.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.